continue doing this every day. Mara last time alikuwa sijui amekamatwa amebakwa. Hiyo time ingine nothing happened. It just went like that. Mwingine akasema eti watu walikuwa sijui wanamfuata, sijui nini. And they keep coming to TikTok with the same things na jina yangu ndio wanatumia all the time. All the time ni Diana Ross. Yesterday when people were talking very badly kwa platform ya Uka, huyo Nelly alikuwa amenyamaza. They didn't do nothing. They were quiet. It's like she just decides to be mute when people are out there trying to trash and talk about Diana Ross in a negative way in a serious matter like kidnapping na disappearance of someone. Nimewapatia mpaka Wednesday na hii sarakasi. Wednesday is when the police na DCI waliniambia they'll get the data that they need to suspect or to trace or think about anything being foul play.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Okay, see you mute tu kidogo Mama Carl. We'll talk. Let me land my point. Yeah. Wacha ni land point. And make sure you wacha ni land point yangu. Ndio nimalize. So nilikuwa nasema alikuja hapa akajiuza kama mtu ambaye yako influential in the country, in the government kabisa. Alikuwa anatembea. In fact, there are so many women, yes, walikuwa wanafikiria eti he's so influential, unaona? Akakuja, but unajua in the process ya kuingililia story ya Chira akajisahau. He got consumed by the attention he was getting because unajua first of all alikuja na hiyo sauti yake kubwa na alafu alikuwa pseudo, alikuwa mysterious, unajua? So people were like, hey, who is this person? Who is this guy? Unaona? So I think he got some little bit of attention in that process. Alafu hata huyu Truth Watchdog kidogo akaride kwa hiyo wave yake akifikiria ako na pesa.
All of us.
Truth Watchdog alifikiria Don King ako na pesa. Alafu akarealize na huyu jamaa kwani ni aje hata tunafaa kufika mahali na nataka dona hata show up, mara hata ana gari. So he never used to show up the way Truth Watchdog expected, because Truth Watchdog alikuwa nafikiria atakuwa na show up na maprado na mado na kubai malunch na kumpeleka everywhere na unajua, because now Truth Watchdog alifikiria amepata akasevia mwenye atasaidia na history yenye ameleta. Wapi? Truth Watchdog akangoja JD akangoja lunch, akangoja kuendeshwa na maprado. It never happened. Na hiyo ndo ilileta issue kati yake na Truth Watchdog. Hata kama Truth Watchdog hataki kusema hapa, ni kitu ilileta shida kati yake na Don ni pesa, because Truth Watchdog realized there's no money, yet he invested his time in giving this man visibility and airtime kwa issue ya Chira, and that never happened.
So kwa hiyo process, hebu Rose nikuulize, ngoja nikuulize, kwa hivyo Truth Watchdog ni cartel,
utaniuliza whatever you want to ask.
Wewe sina swali kwako.
During that process
kidogo tu Mama kidogo tu, one at a time.
I really can't. So kwa hiyo process, during that process sasa akarealize kwamba woi TikTok kuna pesa, because after issue ya Chira hiyo mchango kubwa ikatokea ya 8 million. I hope you guys remember. So hata kwa hii mchango kulikuwa na kizungumkuti, because he also wanted to be a part of the people who are recognized as watu wenye wako close na hiyo family.
Correct.
That's something that he really wanted to. Unaona? Yeye na hao makatels wengine, but it didn't work, because at the end of the day Baba Talisha akaend up kukua the point person kwa mchango ya Chira, which actually upset him and his cartels. So akaanza cool down hapo, but then akaanza sasa kujiingiza polepole, as in fact he took a break at that time.
Peter Kioi the one exposed him.
Peter Kioi, unasikia? Hiyo time walikuwa na issue na kina Peter Kioi, ndio Peter akakuja akafanya nini, kumcharaza akamuexpose. So after akakuwa exposed akasema why should I stay in hiding, wacha nijitokeze. Akaanza kupay attention kwa TikTok, akaona vile kuna pesa kwa TikTok. And remember, this is a broke guy, a wannabe mwenye anapose kama a rich person with influence. And akasema sasa hapa ndio mboka yangu itaanza kuiva. So he started slowly following women platforms. Anapatiana opinion. Akiona story mahali anadandia. Anaingia mahali, haya story ya Winnie ikakuja. Kwa story ya Winnie, aliinvest kwa story ya Winnie na uongo mpaka akatravel kwenda Nyahururu, sijui Nakuru.
Huo ndio Winnie wa Molo.
Na gari yenye ilikuwa inakohoa every 40 minutes, anarudi wanafungua live wakiomba mafuta ya gari. Yani gari ilikuwa inakohoa 24/7, walikuwa naingia hapo. Hiyo ndo story yenye alifikiria itampatia visibility sasa, because when Yachira ilifail, alifikiria akiingililia hii ati sasa is expose itamsaidia. It did not work because Winnie ended up being a fraud. Unaelewa?
Yes.
So na pia akashikana na Mwakio, fraud mwingine. Na vile alishikana na Mwakio, alifikiria kuna kitu anaenda kupata hapo. Yani apate visibility, wanaenda kufinally expose Winnie, alafu watu wafanye nini? Wawaone kama wako ye ni trustworthy and everything. And you know, that is how money comes in, because when you get inside issues like that, there's a group of people here on TikTok who pay attention to stories when they're going on. Utapata mtu ako diaspora anakuja kukuinbox, nimeona mnafanya hii kitu. Okay, if you guys need money, I'm gonna give you this. Unaona? And even in that story, you remember they kept on asking for fuel. Wanasema, by the way, hata tuko hapa kwa baridi. Tume travel all the way. Na remember live ingine, waliingia kwa nyumba ya huyo Winnie. Guess what? Shamelessly. Don akauliza, kweli kuna hata maji kwa hii nyumba ya kukunywa? Imagine, huyu ni DCI ameenda hapo. Unajua?
A senior connected person with money.
Senior connected person with money.
Who doesn't need anyone's money on TikTok?
His wife is also a surgeon. Usisahau hiyo. Don't forget that.
Njiani hawezi nunua maji ya bebe.
Imagine aliuliza hivyo, akaomba maji kwa Winnie. Hapo ndo nilishangaa, huyu mtu hana aibu. So hiyo ikaisha hivyo, story ya Winnie ikaenda ikagonga mrama, because they could not get any money on Winnie's story. Unasikia? Hiyo ya Winnie walikuwa deeply involved, mpaka simu yake Mwakio alikuwa anatumia simu ya Don kuingia live. Umeelewa? It was that deep. Yes. Haya, paka Mwakio ndiye alikuwa anaambia Don atoke live. Don akipanda platform kutu update, kuongelelea story ya Winnie. Mwakio ndiye anasema hata sasa hivi, sasa nitamwambia ashuke sasa hivi. Na atashuka, msinichezee mimi. Unasikia? So he went deep, he invested deep into it. Mpaka hapo pia pesa haikutokea. And he hung around that platform hoping atapata visibility na story ya Winnie. Vile story ya Winnie ikakuwa exposed na ikakuwa ati sasa Winnie is a fraud, and Don was not the person that actually exposed Winnie. Hiyo pia ikamwangusha. His credibility continued to go down. Then a few weeks later, Don aka-emerge eti mtoto wake ni mgonjwa, anahitaji mchango, mtoto sijui ako Avenue, insurance imekataa kulipa sijui pesa ngapi, na yeye anataka achangishiwe sijui pesa ngapi. So people started asking him questions, because first of all, this man said he had money, he's rich, and he also said that his wife is a surgeon. Guys, a surgeon in Kenya.
Anaweza you have a medical condition. That's a person with probably a serious insurance with additional advantages.
Anaweza kuacha bwana yake anakuja kuomba pesa kwa TikTok. Surgeon in Kenya. So hapo ndio tukaanza pay attention. It's like sasa hii ni nini inafanyika? Mimi nikaanza pay attention hapo, because nikaanza kufuatilia hii story. I'm like, okay, so I'm really interested in knowing what a surgeon yani mtu mwenye bibi yake ni surgeon in Kenya anakuja kuomba pesa kwa TikTok. So when people started asking him many questions, na wakaanza kusema eti hii kitu hai add up, akaanza kukua desperate. You know what he did? akaamua kushow up kwa hospitali akiwa amevaa kofia na viatu kwa kitanda ya mtoto. Unaelewa? He showed up in the hospital kwa live, I think kwa live ya M, because watu waliuliza maswali mingi kuhusu mtoto and people wanted to see that child that was sick. Aka show up kwa live ya M, alafu akalala kwa kitanda, karibu hata alalie mtoto na hiyo kifua yake. Mi mwenyewe nilicomment nikasema, hey, asonge kando na mtoto, anaweza finya mtoto, because kwa hiyo process alikuwa so desperate kushow ya kwamba mtoto ni mgonjwa sijui nini, na amelala kwa kitanda na kofia na viatu kwa hiyo hospitali. Then that died. Nobody really gave him. Hakuna mtu mwenye alimpatia nini whatever alimpatia hiyo pesa. And that is when all this rage ikaendelea kuensue. Unaona? Because one thing about kutaka pesa kwa TikTok is that when you desperately need it, you will try everything and anything. And when you don't get it, you revert to now groupings. That is what happens on TikTok. So Don is just a product of anger and rage for not gaining beneficially on TikTok. Now he is now resorted to groupings because groupings are the only way for anybody to get money here on TikTok, because unaingia platform fulani, unaanza kuchukia watu wengine fulani, and that is how ile group yenye inachukia huyo mtu inakuja inakusaidia. That is how it happens. Hiyo ndio kitu anafanya sahi. So Don sahi ana pick on nani huyo ako na echo? I think it's Mama Carl. So yeye ana pick on a person or an individual mwenye ako influential on TikTok, alafu anakuja akitembea kwa kila platform akisema, oh, niko na chai, ninajua huyu, there's something. Can you imagine him going on a platform to say it? If there's anybody who has anything negative about Diana,
actually, and that's why I had to address him here, because he's been all over platform saying that he has a lot on you, but he's going asking for the same information. So how? So what does he have?
Unajua hiyo ni desperation. So mimi nimemwambia na namwambia kwa sababu najua ako hapa and is desperate. Don't stop wasting time. Whatever you have, weka. Na ukikosa pia content, niambie. Nitapiga kuma picha nikutumie, utumie kama content. Mimi, you cannot do nothing to me, my friend. Wewe bado ni mdogo kwa hizi streets za social media. We've been on social media, tumejua your type from time immemorial. There is nothing unaweza kunishtua naye hapa kwa TikTok. Nini sijaona?
I'm not going to be on a platform where you're going to keep talking.
Nini sijaona?
Everybody a chance. So can we be done with this? And Barry, can you add, and tunajua what you've been through? We know what you've been through. We've seen your journeys. We've seen your struggles. We've seen what you've gone through. Barry, it's only fair that you let other people talk. And I'm not going to be on a platform where I love my sister, but somebody else can talk, and we can bring that guy up.
Mama Kali, you need to understand that.
No, I'm just saying.
The person who was being addressed.
No. Don't tell me what I can do.
No, we are talking in turn taking. If you're in a hurry, you can go and come back. It is turn taking.
Sasa si huo chali yuko hapa chini anaweza kuja juu aongee.
Haezi panda hapa, haezi panda hapa.
Watu wanasema.
Haezi panda hapa, hata panda.
Yeah, but then sasa tuongee na mtu mwingine na tumalize hii story.
Okay, don't come up if you can.
Don alifanya blanda, story imeisha. TWD yuko hapa hivi ametupatia story yake, tumemjua. Vile Chira alikufa, tuachiwe mtoto alale pema, Mungu amuonekee na tuendelee na maisha yetu. Life is too short kushinda tukipima na hapa hivi wazimu na kupima na bangi.
Hey, yawa.
Aya, so Diana niliona ulitoa list ya soccer players jana. I think Don anafaa kukua kwa hiyo list.
Nimeona nani TikTok trends ameweka number
2. Ameweka mpaka Lady J, yeye ndio number 1.
No, hapo kwa wezi wa TikTok Jacqueline ni number 1 no, ni number 2.
Nyako number 2, Auka number 3. I think Don anafaa kukua kwa hiyo list.
Wacha niwaambie kitu hapa kwa TikTok. The truth is, unasikia, at the end of the day, hakuna mtu eti nini, tusijifanye, au watu wote wanakujanga hapa na story ya mchango. They are doing it because they benefit from it. Hakuna vile mtu mwenye ni stranger akujui, anakuja eti ana invest on your issue. I'm telling you, they do it because they are benefiting. Hakuna. Someone who doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Akujui. Ati sasa anaingilia. Okay, for example, hii story eti ya family yetu, the way Jacqueline ana invest in it. What for? Jacqueline doesn't know my family. She doesn't know my brother. Anachukua time yake mpaka anaingia kwa nini? Kwa inbox ya brother yangu eti anamwambia anamlipia rent. For what purpose? Na ye mwenyewe anachangiwa pesa ya bundles. Anachangiwa pesa ya bundles kwa TikTok, lakini
how can you help others if you are being helped? Okay, tuanzeni kwanza hapa. How can you help others while you are being helped?
She needs the help herself. Unaona? Na yeye anataka
Lady J, you're my friend, lakini you need help na wewe ndio unasaidiana jameni. Si ujisaidie kwanza. Yawa.
Ni kujifanya tu. Unaona? That's just how it is. Unaona? Mimi nimechangiwa hapa kwa TikTok. Mimi I'm not a beneficiary of mchango. Never will I be. And I have never. Na hakuna siku nitafungua mchango yangu kwa TikTok. Catch me dead. Siwezi. I don't do mchangos on TikTok. Mimi hata nikikufa, niliwaambia hata nikikufa saa hii, mtajua 1 month later kama nimeshazikwa. That's it. Na wenye wanasema ati uliiba huko FB, just come and open a live and bring your evidence. Wacha kupiga kelele na panganga mbili. Unajua? Wacha kupiga kelele ati aliiba FB. Bring your evidence ya Diana kuiba FB. Fungua live kama unajiamini, weka evidence. Usi hide under pseudo. Face me. Open a live. Na ulete evidence na transactions. Hala? Wacha ni kelele na panganga hapa kwa TikTok. Sara, umesahau mimi ni moderator. Umeleta hiyo tumbo yako kubwa hapo ukicomment. Sasa utakuwa na nyemelea live na nje. Colin Sidinad. Habari yako?
I have learned one thing since you started talking, and a very important one. I think now I have gotten the phrase that I needed. That people thrive on this TikTok. They thrive through enmity, blackmailing others, and jealousy. You know, I've been to these lives most of the time. Mtu mwingine akicharaza wengine wanamtetea. Sijui kama you guys are gonna get. I don't want to mention names, but I just wanted to get it. That when something is wrong, people don't say it is wrong. There's a group of people that comes mysteriously to support this person who has done something that is wrong. In other words, TikTok is divided into team so and so, team so and so. There's this team that if you try to attack one of them, all of a sudden they start attacking you. All of a sudden. On the same note, there is this group that are there to diarrhea on others' efforts. For instance, I saw a few days ago what was happening to a specific team that you all know of. That when something is happening, wanafunga wengine macho, by bringing another similar but different story on the same, So I think what Diana is saying, if you listen carefully, you will agree with it. If you listen carefully, but if you're just a bypasser, you can't get it. That there are those who are thriving by blackmailing others. There are those who are thriving by attacking others. That is their work. They come and attack Kolo. They get gifted, they go. The following day, they wake up for the same thing. So I think it is high time we start to stand with the truth. But unfortunately, in this world, I mean, even on this platform, if you stand by the truth, you are more likely to stand alone. If you speak the truth, you are more likely to, in fact, hated more than loved.
Yeah, true.
Because as Dia said, I am one of those people who joined this platform with all those tantrums and blah, 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 just like the one being addressed here. But later on, when they say that sometimes you also watch how the wind is blowing. so that you carry up your winnowing effectively. Okay? So I don't want to talk much, but anyway, Don, I don't want to talk about you, but now I've learned something. TikTok.
Unaogopa?
No.
Are you scared?
Mimi
So you are a coward, Colin.
D, hold on. Do you know me? Don is my friend, but I want to tell him one thing. TikTok eats its own people, just like the government do. So next time, I think he will approach yet another platform with some decorum. Yeah, that is it.
See, guys, the way this conversation began, just a minute, the way this and what led us here, okay? I mentioned very, very clearly that Don came technically portraying, or rather packaging himself as a DCI. He thought that, mbele ni kuzuri. Amegundua kumbe si kuzuri. And that's the naked truth. That's the naked truth. We have to tell each other the truth. That's the naked truth. Now, initially I told Don, Saya anajaribu ride on the wave at Diana. Don might try to ride on that wave of Diana, but Don cannot beat Diana on these streets. Don is just ako huko chini, ukaache watu wapigane na Diana wengine, but ako huko chini, he's just ako huko chini bado. He has tried, you can try nyati tutu, but you cannot manage, and it's evident. So now running all over and saying, I need that, doesn't work that way, and that's why we are here. It's as simple as that. And I agree with all of you. Let's be selective in our battles. And of course, I know there's a lot of theft going on.
By the way, Berry Black, I don't have a problem with anybody talking about me. But when you come for my child, mpaka unataja jina ya mtoto wangu, mimi mwenyewe I can kill you with my bare hands. And that's what I told him. Come for my kids, I will find you, mimi mwenyewe.
That
If
I
you have
agree.
an issue with Diana Ross, deal with Diana Ross. Don't move to platform talking about my children. Unajua, hati unatak watoto wangu. Don't do that, because mimi I will come for you personally. Mimi mwenyewe. Because I protect my kids with my everything. Unasikia? So mtu like ati anajaribu kupata relevance na jina yangu. Okay, attack me. Hapo nitafute mimi as Diana. Na mnaona niliambia Don vizuri na namrudilia. Akiendelea kutaja mtoto wangu kwa platform yoyote, mimi mwenyewe nitamtafuta na nitavuruta hiyo makende yake opposite, totoke kwa matako ikuje mbele niingize kwa mdomo. That's what I'll do. Because me, I don't have time for him na ujinga yake. Unasikia? Sina hiyo time. Don ana pesa, siwezi mpeleka kotini. Juu hana hata pesa ya pikipiki ya kumtoa akikuja kotini. Atalipa, yani unataka kupeleka maskini kotini, atafika kotini aje. He'll be missing court sessions because he doesn't have the money. Hata pesa ya pikipiki ya kumfikisha kotini itakuwa wapi? I don't have that time. Na nimemwambia hapa na nimesema very clearly na simfichi, if he continues to mention my child on any live, ndio utajua kweli mimi ni jambazi.
I still think the idea of pulling in kids, this is what brought serious issues between me and someone a few days ago, and I know you saw that fire that was all over. See, we might fight, but the moment you pull in my own blood, I've got kids that I love so much, and I care for them, and I take care of them, 100%. Now, the moment you pull them in, or you sit where they're being pulled in and you changia, you become part of that, then you become my business. In the event that I get something on you, let me tell you, I pick you up. Vibasana. So, sometimes we need to be very, very cautious when it comes to some of these things. And that's where I believe all of us as parents are coming from.
Let me tell you, hata sahi kuna chai inatayarishwa hapa kwa sababu ya mchango. It is coming. Itamwagwa hapa hivi on Tuesday. Kuna chai inakuja hapa kwa hao wezi. Wanapanga kitu hapa. Utaona ikifanyika. And that is how TikTok works for these thieves. Umesikia? They sit in the background, wana create chai. Hata leo asubuhi nimeona recording nyingine ati watu wanaamini eti kuna watu wamekosana mahali. Ngou. Hizo zote ni games. Umesikia? Those are just games that people are playing here. And this platform is all about games and manipulation. Anybody mwenye anataka pesa kwa hii platform, you must be a person that is manipulative and you're full of games and lies. That is what you do. So watapika hapo chai huko nyuma ya background, unaona mtu amepanda kwa live analia mpaka machozi inatoka. Unasikia?
So that's coming up on Tuesday, day after tomorrow.
Oh my
The last time niliona Peter Kioi aliipa, alafu hao makateris wote wakuja wakaungana pamoja kumtetea. Nilijua sasa wanamtetea because wanajua wanataka wakachangishe.
Of course chai inakuja hapa na mtaona chai vile itatokea hapa, mtu atajitoa, hata karibu atajitoa mpaka manguo, mtaona. Na ilianza leo, nimeona ka recording kengine hapo kameanza. Umesikia? So pay attention because itakuja in terms of somebody trying to harm another person. Mtu mwenye hata hawezi kuona amesaidiwa na ananifanyia hivi. It's not fair.
Hiyo chai nimeiona kwa data collector. Mtu akisema kwamba wakati yako na pesa ndio hata mandu wanamtambua. Kama hakuna pesa mandu hata akiwapiga simu hawachukui.
Chekesha, my friend.
With me, you guys are talking in parables, huh? Because I think I'm not so keen on this platform. On this.
Belly brag. Hapo sasa, mimi nimepita kwa data collector nikakutana na Nyako akisema eti alikuwa na shida ya nyumba kupigia Churchill. Churchill anamwambia sasa hivi naendesha gari siwezi nikachukua simu yako. Eti wiki 2 zimepita hajawahi mpigia.
Ala? Okay. So,
I just have one question. For those of you who are in America or who are in Europe, let us just be honest, guys. Kuna shelter inacharge watu pesa kulipa kwa mama.
Jamani, shelters are for free.
Yawa. Kuna shelter inaweza kuhitaji pesa kwa watu.
Kwanza 18,000 euros, that's a lot of money.
Tusemeni tu kweli, now we are just having a discussion.
Even in America ukikuwa kwa shelter is free. Any shelter ni free.
Hey.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, Jeff, I'm paying my rent. I've been paying my rent for the past more than 4 years now. So I don't know those other areas, but here there's no free accommodation. Okay, there's free accommodation for those, the common laborers and everything. So I don't know about Europe and the US.
Yeah. US like easier country like US, Europe, ukikuwa kwa shelter, the serikali ita take care of you. You don't pay rent.
A shelter will come back and tell you ati ulikuwa ati umenini ulipe sasa. Guys.
Kwanza 18,000 euros. It's a lot.
Hata ukifanya kitu kwa shelter na wameona hauwezi ukaendelea kukaa hapo, wanakuambia utoke. They
But
just
they
tell you
cannot
to
charge
leave
you.
because there are some things sometimes unaweza kuja kwa shelter late na wako na restrictions za time, unajua, ama umekuja na unapiga kelele kwa shelter, so wanaweza kukuambia you can't continue being here because una affect watu wengine, unaona.
So what exactly is the shelter? Because I don't. So shelter is like it's like some hostel somewhere. I don't know because I don't understand.
Ingia Google
haraka ni apartment mingi, maybe siko na rooms tudogo watu wengi wanaishi huko. Ni kama shule tu.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, kama sahi ukiwa hauna nyumba, vile sahi sina nyumba hapa, naishi kwa mti. Nikichoka kwa hii mti yangu, naenda kutafuta shelter. Natafuta mahali watu wanaweza kuishi, unaona. So that is what, unajua. Ona Pretty anasema ati tusijifanye ya kwamba ati simu pia ilikuwa inafaa kulipwa. Guys, hii platform iko na manipulation. Sasa si nimesikia mpaka maumbwa ati mimi niliua umbwa za Jacqueline. Sasa umbwa za Jacqueline zilizaa juzi, ilikuwa mpaka na watoto. Hebu niulize, hii nyama ilitupwa na sumu, ilienda ikaua tu mama ya umbwa na ikuua watoto. Watoto wa umbwa za Jacqueline hazikukula hii sumu. Iliua tu.
Okay. Wewe ndio uliua. Wewe ndio uliua.
Ati mimi ndio niliua umbwa za.
Yeah, Lady J anasema kwamba Diana ndiye alituma mtu akaenda kuua umbwa wake.
Mtaniua hii TikTok.
Kwenda kuua. Nimewaambia guys, wacha nikwambie, watu wako desperate kwa hii platform. And I'm telling you, Jacqueline is even capable of kuwasha moto kwa hiyo boma yake aseme ni Diana Ross. I'm not lying to you. You guys pay attention. Kwa nini anakuja kusema ati umbo zake ziliuliwa the time yenye issue imetokea ati Roy amedisappear? You guys, kama umbo zilikufa 2 days ago, why did she not say it at that time? Because she's in contact with her people all the time.
Alafu alichichanganya, nilisikia ati alisema kwamba eti ndio alikuwa ameambiwa na alikuwa amesema kwamba ilikuwa mgonjwa sijui tangu last Friday ilikuwa inatritiwa, lakini sasa tena akeuka akasema eti ashaambiwa hiyo siku hiyo.
Okay.
Jambani.
I didn't know. Hii mambo ya umbu kukufa.
Yes, let me tell you, she's very capable of doing anything na claim ni mtu, because that is anataka pity. Anataka watu wamwonee huruma. So she's very capable of doing anything at this moment, because anaona there is something going on sahi. There's this issue of Roy missing. She is going to ride on it and capitalize on it, because she always wants things to be about her. That is what she's going to do.
Aseme ni wewe umemkidnap.
Yes. Ivo, nasi amesha sema ni mimi ati I should produce Roy. Diana Ross should produce Roy for us. She's crazy. Like, I mean, someone is missing and you're opening lives all over the place, making claims you can't substantiate because she thinks it's a time for content and to earn money and visibility. Yani, the best thing she should do now, anafaa kuwa anatafuta Nelly, atafute pesa, ampatie, wapate investigators, wapatiane mapolisi, watafute Roy. But si kufungua live kusema ati, oh, he could be tortured, sijui nini. Like, it doesn't make sense. Ati nilikata mpaka mfanyikazi wake na panga sijui kwa shingo. This woman is... people are crazy on this app.
Okay, how did that happen? What's the explanation? Ulitoka US ukaenda UK? Ukakata mfanyikazi shingo ama what?
Nilitumia ati ndio jambazi mwenye nilitumia my dear.
Alisema kwamba ulicommunicate na ati because ati ni jambazi ndiye alifanya kazi.
So ati ni jambazi ndiye alifanya kazi, umesikia? Naona ati juzi vile tulienda kwa live ya ati, nilienda huko kwa sababu mimi na ati sasa tumeshikana, tutafanya kazi ya ujambazi. Ati ni mjambazi mkubwa. Unasikia? So the desperation kwa hii app iko impossible. Bantu Queen, unaniuliza mali Roy yuko, mimi niko America. Unless ako America, don't ask me. Yes, I have Liz.
I think there's just a lot that's going on, but in situation like this issue of Roy, people shouldn't make it more of a content. Instead, watu wangekuwa busy looking for exactly where the guy is. Mimi nikifikiria, because now there are people riding on that again as a content.
And that's what I'm saying. Unaona, at the end of the day,
can do, not even speculating that blah 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 so and so ndio amefanya. No, instead I've reposted multiple times regarding your nini. So wacha patikane, then thereafter let the law take its course.
And that is why Berry Black, that is why I am not opening any lives that could talk about anything until Roy apatikane. Umesikia? Because I don't want to make it be about me moving on, doing my life as normal. I also want him to be found. Unaona? So I don't want it to be, because to be honest, something could be wrong. Maybe amepotea ukweli yake.
And that's my worry.
Could be wrong. Anaweza kuwa amepotea.
No, a lot of things let me tell you, Kenya is terrible. Kenya is terrible.
Something might have happened to him. It's very possible. But now you've got to be careful. Personally, as a person who is a family member and I've had issues with him, I've got to be very careful. Unasikia? This is not about me. Yeah. It's not about me. And that's why I'm not capitalizing on that issue. None. So,
And remember,
hii kitu inakuwa handled na polisi. We need to go slow mpaka apatikane.
There's a way I was even looking at it. You know, we have people who are probably enemies of Diana, and now everyone is speculating that it might be Diana. So people might opt to do the harm. The enemies might opt to do the harm because they know that the blame will automatically come to you. Unaona?
Of course, those are possibilities. Let me tell you, those are possibilities
from a wider perspective.
Ndio nilisema those are possibilities on TikTok. This platform, watu wanapenda kusema Diana Ross ni mchawi, but hawajui wachawi wenye wako kwa hii app. Kwa hii app kuna watu wenye wako very capable of taking advantage of this situation.
Especially this particular one.
On someone just to prove Diana is a bad person. There are individuals on this arm that are so capable of doing harm to even huyo Roy. Na waseme ni Diana Ross. I'm telling you. Na pia mkumbuke kuna hata family members that can be so hungry and greedy enough to do things like that for the sake of just harming another family member. Remember, these are people that I am in court with. Umesikia?
It's a very tricky situation. It's a very delicate situation.
It's delicate. So watu wenye wanakuja hapa wanapanua midomo zao, wanajifanya eti wanajua. And that's why I said, hii issue ya family, just stay away from it. Let things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Let nature take its course. Usiingilie sana. Unaona? Let
I agree.
Nature take its course. Allow the police to do their job. And I can promise you, Berry Black, kama Roy amedisappear ukweli, the police will bring everything in the open because they are fully involved. Unasikia?
Yeah. Which is okay. I think that's what people should, because these speculations they might give people different motives. And knowing that Diana has a lot of enemies here and there, and all this is just because of social media. Unaona? So some people somewhere might take advantage. And people are evil. Streets are dirty. That's my thought.
The streets are so dirty. Even that same Jacqueline alikuja hapa kuclaim ati where dot you want to know which court, how much are you paying for the court sessions? Are you Roy's lawyer? What is your interest in this case? Do I know any of your family members? What is your interest in a case I have with my family? Umbwa takataka hii. Toka hapa, jinga. You are investing in a family that has nothing to do with you. First of all, hata ujitambui, unajiogopa, unajiita dot. Takataka, toka hapa haraka. Ati unajifanya ati which court? Which court? Go and look for court details. Peke yako huko. Go and look for details in court. You can't read? You don't know how to read? Ujui kusoma? Unataka nani akufanyia hiyo kazi? Hala? Nyinya, which court? Una invest in an issue that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you.
This is a pseudo, that's a pseudo.
Ati Lady J said that hujaombelesha the death of her dogs. Chekesha.
Kwani watu wanafaa kuomboleza death of I think we need to be very careful, especially on this matter about Roy. You shouldn't just, people should not just utter words.
Kwani Truth Watchdog amemute aje? Truth Watchdog. Si sasa hapa ndio tunahitaji services zako. So usaidie hapa na hii issue. Truth Watchdog, fungua hiyo blanketi.
By the way, Watchdog.
Ebu mwambie amke, we need is DCI whatever. It's DCI.
The expertise.
Power. Expertise.
TWD.
Truth Watchdog. Ala.
But the TWD has been so good on
anafanya uchunguzi kwingine.
When it comes to most of these things, TWD, I know he's always been so good at them. But I just hope that Roy is safe wherever he is. I've seen people vanish that way. People disappear this way. We've seen the trend in Kenya. People disappear, then the next thing, it's bad news. So I just hope that wherever he is, ako sawa. That is my prayer. And I believe that's everyone's prayer. So let's just hope
That is it. That is why, wacha nikwambie that I am not doing any other thing I was supposed to do until apatikane.
Hello,
Until
niko hapa Diana.
yes, ongea. Tulikuwa nasema because of your expertise on investigative matters, why don't you also capitalize on this issue? Ndio
Whose issue?
usaidie apatikane. Hii issue ya Roy, su kama unaweza tumia nini yako, your connection.
You know Roy is missing. You are aware, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware Roy is missing, but I don't think he's missing.
Why
Because
are you saying that?
angekuwa na miss lile real sense mami, I'm telling you, this thing would be so much wild. Kuna malavas huko wanajifanyaga lovers. Ingekuwa everywhere. They know what they are doing. This is just to torture you or to show you some kind of nonsense. Roy is not missing. Roy is okay. But I can do something. I need a heads up. Something that I can start somewhere.
A lead.
What are you asking? Are you asking for money or consent?
No, if I want money, Diana ndakwambia tu, by the way nimesota. Like contacts, anything. Contacts, the last time alikuwa wapi, alikuwa anaongelea wapi, anything. Because alikuwa anaongelea. Yes.
Acha nikupatie the last contact. The last tracking yenye Roy alifanyiwa alikuwa jana ilikuwa South B. Leo hiyo simu imetoka South B, imeonekana Embakasi. Sawa.
Exactly, it's not missing.
Alikuwa Bakita. The last time I checked alikuwa Bakita.
Yeah, so alikuwa Embakasi like about an hour ago. So hiyo simu mwenye ameichukua ama mwenye ako nayo ametoka South B, sasa ako Embakasi. Na okay, I'm giving you updates. As of today, hakukuwa na any record of him in City Mortuary. Hakuna record of him in Homa Bay Mortuary. So hakuna record of him Migori, na the last time tulicheck Kisumu, hakuna record of him kwa Russia Hospital Mortuary. Na all the police kwa Kisumu wako aware, they are looking for him. Watu wa Nairobi pia wako aware, they are looking for him. So mimi personally, imagine I've invested in this. I want him found. It's important for Roy to be found.
I think just because of the case you've mentioned, this might look like what Dog is talking about is more of a hide and seek game to jeopardize whatever cases ahead of it. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, and Roy was supposed to make an appearance in court. And unajua tarehe 5 Nelly na Roy walienda kujaribu extend cash bail, but it was denied. That extension was denied, and he was told he has to appear in court and take a plea kwa hii wiki yenye tunaenda, which was supposed to be on Tuesday, and he's appearing in court in Ngong. Yeah.
So that is why
a lot of people kwa hii platform wanapenda kuongea na hawaelewi what is going on. They're just yapping and talking because they don't have the details. Unaona, alafu tena kuna wale wako team Nelly wana believe what Nelly is saying. You know, when Nelly came here to post ati hakuna koti itakuwa on Tuesday, walikuwa wameenda kuongea na huyo Gladys DCI waka extend cash bail so that they would have more time, and they wanted to imagine they approached that lady that this is a family issue, they can solve it. And when I was told by the investigating officer that they now want us to solve like family, I said, there is nothing we are solving as family. We are going to court. I denied that opportunity.
Oh, so there was a conversation about this.
Yes, they tried that, and I said it is not happening. Never.
Okay.
So we are going to court. Hakuna kitu ya kusolve kwa family. Kama kungekuwa na vitu za kusolve kwa family, hawangeleta Roy kwa TikTok, because this whole issue, kwa nini tuko hapa leo? So kwa sababu Roy alikuja kwa TikTok na akaingia kwa platform ya Nyako, na ni Nelly ndiye alimtuma. So kama hangekuja na jina yangu kwa TikTok, hakungekuwa na kesi leo.
Exactly.
There would be no case today. There would be no case today.
It sounds more of a hide and seek somewhere. So definitely he's fine. I know he's fine. So Ndio usijali sana, itakuwa sawa.
No, Mimi, imagine, I am not worried. What I'm worried about is him showing up. That's all. Unajua, sina shida. I am more invested yeye pia apatikane, because at the end of the day, it is good for the sanity of everybody else. Apatikane.
Yeah, sure.
So hopefully anybody who has information about him, and hopefully the police can work quicker, because I can assure you, Very Black, if it is foul play, it will be exposed in the public. The police are following every lead. Umelewa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're saying
Can I
that
have
the phone moves again today, then I think something is coming up soon.
Diana?
Hmm?
Any person mwenye ako na numbers za Roy, I need those numbers.
Oh, nitakutumia. I have
Kama
his
ni
numbers.
Pombe tutampata, kama ni kwa wanawake tutampata, kama ni kwa mabeshte I can guarantee you tutampata.
So Mimi, I have his numbers. I can give you all his numbers.
Yes, I
So
need
that
his
you can do
numbers.
whatever you need to do as a person who can investigate. Nitakuinbox. Si umenifollow kwa hii account. I don't know if I followed you. Acha nikufollow.
Umtafute tu chini ya maji, watchdog. I don't know, but my prayer is because, as I told you, people are malicious. Someone somewhere might take advantage of this and do harm to Roy.
Of course, they've already started.
With the intention of harming Diana. You know, that's how I'm looking
They
at
have
it.
already started doing those things, nimekuambia. Let me tell you. And you know the problem is these people who are doing those things, they are not smart, because at the end of the day, all the phone records zitatolewa hapa mbele. Everything
Yeah.
will be out. So let them continue doing whatever they are doing, but everything will be out.
Yeah, because that would my worry, and I'm certain that might land someone somewhere in a terrible way. I mean, yeah, but let's see. Let's just hope for the best, and I hope that ako salama apatikane the soonest possible. Watchdog, we mtafute bana, wacha unini inboxiwa namba zake. At least try look for him, then let's see.
Watapatikana haraka sana. Roy.
Why, unaona, out of the respect, because me, I have family members also. We are a big family. Out of the respect from my family members, they have asked me not to involve in any other things. Tuache kwanza, I go slow on any other issue mpaka patikane. That is why maybe I'm not investing or going live kuongelelea any other thing. I'm prioritizing Roy kupatikana.
Good.
I'm not gonna be speaking on any other issues. I'm prioritizing Roy kupatikana, because at the end of the day, this is important for my sanity and the sanity of every other person involved, and also the sanity of the people who want to pay for him rent, like Jacqueline. Because kama Roy atapatikana, Jacqueline atalipa rent aje kama Roy hayuko. Umesikia?
Yeah, sure.
So Roy needs to be found so that life can continue normal for the TikTokers that want to pay his rent, and also for the businesses that have been thriving because Roy alikuwa. Because there's a lot of businesses that have thrived here because they were supporting Roy. Kuna watu wengi walipata visibility kwa sababu walikuwa suddenly wanapenda Roy kushinda bandugu zao kwa nyumba zao, kwa sababu wanachukia Diana. So vitu zinaharibika, mboka inaharibikia watu wengine hapa. So Roy anafaa kupatikana. Hiyo mboka inaharibika and it's not fair. I feel like Roy wherever you are, Roy palipopote penye uko, tafadhali show up, please. Show up so that you can relieve people of this agony. Just show up wherever you are.
He sure should be found. I just hope that he comes out that he's okay wherever because you can. Kenya is dirty nowadays. Someone vanishes, the next thing it's just a different story. Just hope.
Lakini unajua 100% sure Roy ako sawa. Hiyo simu inge move mara mbili, sikudanganyi. Tumeshikwa na
Simu ya Roy iko on transit na pia inafunguliwa ikifungwa, my dear.
Exactly. Roy is okay. That's why nimekuambia wewe nipe hizo namba. Kama ni kukunywa tunaenda kukunywa na yeye. I'm telling you. Hainge move mara
Acha
mbili. One location.
na kutumia tu tukimaliza, nikitoka kwa hii live hivi na kutumia utaipata. Let me tell you something, another thing. Hao watu wote wenye walikuwa wakisupport Roy initially, me I can appeal to them, especially watu wa Gugu Nation, please let us and sasa mnafaa kumsupport kabisa. This is the time, unajua.
Naona mtu amesema hapa chini ati imepatikana pipeline.
Leave the jokers alone.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Na si niliwaambia ati asubuhi simu ilikuwa wapi? Embakasi huko. What did I tell you?
Yeah.
Si nilikuambia hivyo?
Yeah, by the way you mentioned.
Yeah, na hapo ndio pali amekuwa akiishi. He lived there. Amekuwa hapo.
Roya Kofiti, they are playing game. But kama hiyo simu bora line yake iko on, ni sawa tu. Tutakunywa na yeye leo. Haina noma.
Nitakutia na tu sinasikia ako live. Collins, hebu zoom, nasikia ako live. Collins. Hey. Minutes itakuwa eti wana offer ransom ya mtu yote mwenye ako na information. Na the reason why the ransom will be offered, of course you know ransom will be money. Anybody with information itakuwa eti atapewa hata 100 or 200k. That's the next move. After hiyo itakuwa watu wamecontact ya kwamba wako na nani, wanataka nini, wanataka pesa kama hii. You guys, let us wait and see. But I'm saying and I'm insisting again, the hope is for him to be found. Hiyo tu.
He will be found. No, they will produce him, not he will be found. They will produce
Roaring. Unaachiwa hiyo story ya Roy kama nani? We ni mtoto wa nyumba yetu wangapi? Which born are you for my family? Which born are you in my family? Ama you are my step sister na sijui, because unaweza kuwa na step sister na una. Ebu niambie, you are born which namba ngapi kwa familia yetu? Comment hapo nijue. Uko related na sisi aje?
I think at the end of it, this all, remember, Diana, Roy, Nelly, and the rest are a family. We are outsiders, all of us. That's everyone else. That's the bottom line.
Ulikuwa unasemaje Truth Watchdog?
Yeah, like I'm saying, yote, you don't have to worry. Number one, that phone could not have moved to 2 locations. Ange miss palipenye alikuwa nakaa, na hiyo phone ingekwama kwa destination na ingezimia huko. Moving from one destination na hana mapolisi, I'm telling you, hiyo simu ingekuwa ishauzwa. Kama ni the so-called kidnappers. Then seeing these people on the ground going live at we are looking for someone, and then they are focused on the comment section rather than even focusing on who they are looking for. I'm telling you, hiyo yote ni kipindi. So this is maybe
to Lady Jacqueline amemtumia pesa kidogo ya kutembelea.
Maybe no, this is just I assume the move is to frustrate you, and also play the we are the good people. When your brother was kidnapped, you are nowhere, you are not caring. We even suspect you kidnapped your own brother. I think that is some kinds of stories that are being cooked, if not already cooked. So Roya Kofiti, they are the asieti wanamtafuta wampate, they will produce him. Hii mboka ikianguka, whoever did this, they are just going to produce him, wamwambie bro, hii imeanguka hii.
Acha nikwambie, mimi wakiendelea na hii sarakasi nitawakamata wote waingie ndani. Me, I'm telling you, I'm just waiting for the DCI to give me the details yenye wamepata kwa tracking na masimu za Roy na watu wenye wana communicate nayo. And I have told them categorically, if there is any foul play, everybody mwenye ako involved anaingia ndani. Wote by next week. I'm telling you. Mimi this time sitafanya mchezo na anybody. I don't care, because listen, there are times when you can take a joke too far, but you cannot continue doing it every day. Yani enough is enough. Unajua? You can't continue doing this every day. Mara last time alikuwa sijui amekamatwa amebakwa. Hiyo time ingine nothing happened, it just went like that. Mwingine akasema eti watu walikuwa sijui wanamfuata sijui nini, and they keep coming to TikTok with the same things, na jina yangu ndio wanatumia all the time ni Diana Ross. Yesterday when people were talking very badly kwa platform ya Uka, huyo Nelly alikuwa amenyamaza. They didn't do nothing, they were quiet. It's like she just decides to be mute when people are out there trying to trash and talk about Diana Ross in a negative way, in a serious matter like kidnapping na disappearance of someone. Nimewapatia mpaka Wednesday na hii sarakasi. Wednesday is when the police na DCI waliniambia they'll get the data that they need to suspect or to trace or think about anything being foul play. The moment wataniambia ni foul play, tip, easy wote ndani by Thursday. I can assure you that. Mi sitacheza na mtu hapa kwa platform. Nobody is going to ride on my name and play with my name again. I'm not gonna play with them. Na mtu asijaribu kuniambia siji blood is thicker than water. I'm not going to play any more games with anybody on this platform. Kama watu wanatafuta pesa, wanatafuta mboka, they don't need to use my name. Kama unataka mchango kwa TikTok, tumia other issues and other means and other methods that you can, but keep me off your grammar and your games and your shenanigans. Tarehe 5 ndio hao watu walienda extend bail, cash bail. Wakaambiwa it's not possible. Roy has to make an appearance in court. Between tarehe 5 na sai, Roy asha disappear, he's missing, and then alikuwa pia anahama. He was also moving. From where?
Yeah, there was nothing about kuhama, that things were moving.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah. Between tarehe 5 na hiyo tarehe 5 ndio anasema excuse me. Hiyo tarehe 5 wanasema ati ndio hawajawahi communicate na yeye. So these people think they're smart. They think that they're playing a game, that Diana Ross, wacha niwaambie, mimi I'm just waiting for the cops, because the cops have the mandate and the authority to do whatever they need to do. Once by Tuesday night, wakishaniletea everything, I can assure you, wote wataingia ndani.
It can be very, if this thing is some choreographed moves and everything, it can be very, very wrong. It cannot be right. I just hope, but my prayer is that wherever Roy is, ako sawa. The other prayer is that no one takes advantage of this situation. Maybe that's where I'm insisting. I just hope that our boy is okay. Because I'm certain much as Diana might be having issues with Roy, the brother, it cannot go to an extent of kidnapping and even let's talk of murdering. It cannot reach there.
Even when she's going live now, the best thing she would have done, angekuwa ametuletea OB pali amereport Roy as a missing person. Angetuletea OB na police station panya amereport, na tupatie investigating officer, number investigating officer, so that anybody off and on TikTok anaweza kupatiana leads kwa investigating officer. Ama nani, you guys, isn't that how things are done?
I think they reported and there's an OB to that effect. There's an OB to that effect, right?
Wiko wapi? Wiko wapi? Tell me. Na investigating officer mwenye handle kesi ya Roy ni nani? Na namba yake ni gani? Because kama mtu ana miss, watu wanafaa kukuwa na the contacts za hao wa polisi kuambia, nimeona description ya mtu kama huyu mwenye ako missing. Am I lying, you guys?
Then hata kuna kuna toll free number iko hapo out DCI wao wameweka.
No, but she reported. Yesterday was on that live.
Don't get charged. Hii mambo yote, Diana, you are very right. Very, very right. I'm telling you for free. There is no way mtatuambia ati mko kwa kamera, guys, tuko pipeline, tunatafuta Roy. Aya, nani amewambia kwa pipeline? Ama mmesikia kwa media kwa pipeline, mkaenda pipeline. So the next thing mtasikia kwa media, ako Roysambu, mtateremka Roysambu, ako Roysambu. This is just for those for Berry Black who thinks that they are not taking advantage. Already they are. And if this person indeed was kidnapped, Alafu cheki wasa wanaanza kumtafuta wakiwaambia venye tutafanya hivi kwa media. See, they will deal with him and finish what they started. Then if the police have the case, kama tu ile story nyingine, si mlituambia tuache story ya Chira anachukuliwa na DCI. Kama DCI iko na kesi, mnaenda kufanya nini kwa mabarabara na makamera mkirespond to comments? Hiyo ni mboka, mnadanganywa. Oh boy ana move ako fiti na the masters wanajua kitu wanafanya. He will be produced at the end of the day, I am sure.
Hey, TikTok. Yeah?
See, these people, I'm telling you, mimi hata nisiongee mingi, but mimi nimeona kesi ya mtu mwenye alijikidnap mpaka akaenda akatafuta watu wakamchapa akakuja kati ya hospitali. I've seen these things, my friend. Hata there is even someone here, wacha nisimention. Anyway, wacha ninyamaze.
I think I know.
Kidnap mpaka watu si unajua.
No, huyu alijisemea, hata alijisemea mwenyewe. Kwa nini? Alijisemea mwenyewe jana. He mentioned, but alisema if I kidnap myself, then what are you guys telling me? Alisema. And I knew, but by then when akitoa hiyo video, silikuwa around the time of Akina King Rozo. I saw the video and I just laughed. These are things that happen. I saw the video and I just laughed.
Some of us Kenyans are so...
People are so gullible. So gullible. You know, people are so gullible. People don't even think. People are so gullible. You know, I've never been caught in some of these sarakasi nikiona. I watch from afar.
That's why... Unasikia kitu Jessica amesema? Ati jana Dani alisema watu wa America wako generous. Unajua? And there are people who are capitalizing on this story right now. They are cashing in. There are people who are cashing in on Roy missing. Wacheni niwaambie.
Absolutely.
Right now. Kuna M-Pesa zinaingia sahi kwa sababu Roy is missing. I can assure you. That is why hizo ma lives zinafanywa. Because that live means watu wanatafuta pesa ya kumove, pesa ya chakula ya kutembea.
Hapo sasa kuna M-Pesa zinaingia, maybe gari inatumika kuwekwa mafuta, chakula kukula, kutafuta Roy.
Security.
No.
Mbona mnasahau?
And also I would say it's important, apart from kusema kumtafuta pipeline, maybe wanafaa kutafuta hizi ma pubs na all that, because Roy drinks, unaona. It's good for them waanze kucontact ma pubs na kila kitu, because mtu anaweza kuwa hata ameenda kukunywa amelewa aka blackout mahali, ama alikuwa ameenda kukunywa akalewa na kitu ikamfanya mahali, like they need to look in the right places, unaona. Wanafaa kutafuta in the right places,
like his joints, his usual joints and everything.
Exactly, wanafaa kutafuta even his close friends, watu wenye wanaongeanga na yeye wajue, you know, things like that, unajua. Those are the things they need to do. But hii story ati unaenda randomly pipeline, ati kuongelesha random people, mara unasema ati mimi nini, ati mimi ni Irene. Who knows Irene in pipeline? Honestly, I would just say watafute Roy kwa mahospitali na wamtafute kwa mapubs na pia wamtafute pia kwa malodgings na mahoteli.
Alafu kitu kingine if they want to make any sense, kama unajua hivyo Roy sana, why don't you start with the places you know where he could be? Not kwa barabara with a phone telling people to go huko tuko na picha ya Roy. Why don't you start from the place where you think he could be? Tuanze possibly kama anaishi pipeline base za Gomba. Toka base za Gomba, enda pale ya Shash. Toka Shash. Hivyo. So wewe ukuja kwa barabara unauliza kila mtu ati unajua huyu mtu. Sisi wenye tunajifanya tunajulikana TikTok. Mtu akitoka na picha zetu hapa nje ati do you know this person ati anaitwa nani to the door. What is that? Mimi sijaisikia mtu anywhere. So we need to understand this is just a very stupid game, and I don't know why people sometimes have to stoop this low just to drag another woman. We need to understand this is just
drama. I don't know why people sometimes have to stoop this low.
Just Diana Rose na Diana Ross akiwa na shida na mimi, mwitia kuja ingilie, hiyo ni vita TikTokers. But when it comes to Roy, I think there is that which we call privacy. Hata wakitukanana kwa media, brother na sister, none of our business. And we can never, ever be part of that business. The best is stay away. I'ma just enjoy the talk after memaliza. At the end of the day, if anything happens to Diana, Roy will be the first one to cry. If anything happens to Roy, Diana will be the first one to cry. And it will be genuine. It will be they are family, they are blood. Coming in between them ni stories za jaba. So, wacha niongee, sijui nitumie lugha mzuri. Wow, nani amenigift? Mungu akubariki. Kuna mwingine? Na venye nimesota. Diana tuma ka lion. Anyway. The thing is this, Diana. All of this is just, I think it is it is stooping so low. Kuna hizo ujinga zote wase wanaweza bonga kwa media, it's okay. But when it comes to this, mpaka hawa watu ndio wamekukidnapia brother. Mimi nakwambia, hakuna story ati nani is missing. Wamemkidnap, wana make sure na kunywa, wana make sure na move. So that pia asikuja kuvunja mbarika juu he cannot be trusted. The other day he's saying this is my sister Watanina on the same platform, anamwaga mtama. So he's being kept well.
Truth talk, I think I to some extent believed that Roy was missing until Diana mentioned the issue of the case and the alleged capital that was supposed to be postponed. Okay, so I think from that alone tells us a lot. That alone, we don't even need to inject on matters, family and so forth. But that alone, that statement alone, and now to summarize what you said, that, you know, at the end of the day, he must be somewhere, even listening to us here, unfortunately. So I believe Roy is around, and yeah, it is just a matter of when, before all this drama unfolds, how it started and how it's gonna end. So yeah, he's fine. He's fine. If the phone is, there's a lot.
You know, that's the same thing that sorry TW. Yeah, go ahead Watchdog.
You know, the moment Diana mentioned two different places, I knew easy game tumezicheza before bro. Easy is a high school. Waleta kitu ingine different, hata si university, ile ya doctorate hizo ndio zenye hatujui. Lakini ati simu inapotea mara mbili. In fact, hata nikwambie ni mtu andudhi tu anahitajika. Roy doesn't need to move. Bro, enda na hii simu mali fulani, alafu utakam. Anapatiwa mafuta ya 300. By the way, Diana, for your info, mafuta ya 300 hapa inakupeleka mbali sana na ndudhi. You can go a very, very long distance na urudi. So I'm telling you, this is all a big fat game. And like you suspect it's a foul play, it is. There are people who want it to happen. And you know, the good thing, you know them. I was saying wanafund your life. Then iyo mambo yenye unasema mambo ya US, unaona hizi vitu zinafanyikanga in between tarehe 1 na tarehe 15. Kama mja notice, on all platforms. What kind of person is this? Dan Rose? Really? How can you do that? You're taking your own brother to yourselves. Let me tell you guys. We're going to get money and we're going to get that son out of that. That woman, she's just a bitch. She's blah, blah, blah. That is what is happening. And that is why
unasikia mwingine anasema whether you like it or not, tutachanga.
No, hawa ndio wanachangisha.
Sasa hivyo sasa, yani unasikia watu wakisema eti kama Diana yeye hataki, sisi tutachanga, tutatafuta Roy.
No, kuchanga part this is how kuchanga will come into all this shenanigan. The moment they're gonna say, oh, you know, he's been found, there are some people asking for ransom, so and so have called here and they are demanding for $1 million or $500,000 Kenya shillings. That is when kuchanga typically comes in. Subsequently, they can decide now that, oh, you know, Roy has just called us with a strange number, he's demanding for money, and then he just went off again. We cannot raise him. As in, they will bring on you guys. We've been to families where one of their loved ones has been missing or is missing currently, so we know how this is normally done. So I don't think if the issue of Roy missing is such a pregnant one. This is just a hogwash around the city.
I'm telling you, wacha kuharibu wacheni kuharibu plans zao watu, because sahi mtafanya wapige Roy magoti yake apatikane kwa hospitali. Don't do that to them. Usiharibu plans zao watu, usiharibu plans zao watu. Wewe Collins, nini mbaya na wewe? You know, because we are dealing with a group of desperate people, I'm telling you, because honestly, nani anaweza kutaka kukidnap Roy for what purpose? Because personally, mimi as Diana, I cannot give money to go and kutoa Roy akiwa kidnapped. And they know it. Hizo makatels wanajua siwezi. So wanamkidnap based on what? Because my brother in the United States is not a person that is vocal on TikTok. Hawamjui that much. They don't know what he is capable of financially. So wanamkidnap for ndio Nelly atoe ransom mama. Because Nelly mwenyewe hata 20,000, 50,000 walipigiwa pesa pale cash bail kwa Rongai. They could not raise it. TikTokers ndio wali raise na wali negotiate na polisi ikakuwa 20,000. So why would Roy be kidnapped? Because Roy does not have anything. He doesn't have any money, doesn't have a job, doesn't have no property. Why would he be kidnapped? Tusemeni tu kweli.
No, if all this is to be done, I think it's just to hurt Diana in one or another.
Yeah.
Yeah, if all this, let's say hypothetically, if this happened in any way, then probably it's just to get back at Diana. That could be the only, viable reason as to why he could be kidnapped. Now, number two, it might be done in the name of Mboka. If you have to look at it. But something came up that Roy was supposed to appear in court on, I don't know when, Tuesday next week, right? That's in a day's time. Then there was a request to postpone the cash bail last Wednesday. And according to what we gathered yesterday was that Roy has been missing for the past 5 days. Right? So Wednesday through to yesterday, that's around 5 days, right?
Yes.
Then now he was to appear in court on Tuesday. Is this making sense to anyone around here?
Yeah. But you know what is scary, Diana? Roy underestimate how they can go even to an extent of ending his own life.
Exactly, just to get back at Diana. That's my point.
That's the thing he doesn't get. That's the thing he doesn't get. And that's why I said, that's why the first time when, I don't know kama kuna mtu alikuwa kwa live yangu, I mentioned that somebody is going to kidnap themselves. I don't know kama kuna mtu remember nikimention hiki kitu kwa live yangu. I don't know. Kama kuna mtu anakumbuka hiyo live yangu nikasema ya kwamba kuna watu wanaenda kujikidnap hapa. Kama mtu anakumbuka hiyo live yangu aseme. And let me tell you, the problem with these TikTokers wenye wako hapa, wenye wanafanya kazi na kina Roy, they don't know that mimi Diana, I'm always very aware of what happens on TikTok. I'm very aware. The fact that I don't talk about it does not mean I don't know. Unasikia? There is nothing I don't know. Hata huyo, every communication that Nelly is having with Jacqueline, I am very aware of it. So kwangu mimi nimesema hapa na nimenyamaza, and I'm like, I'm quiet and I'm waiting, because at the end of the day, the police are invested in this, and this time everyone involved tutaweka parwanja. Na nimesema hapa, and this is my message to Nelly and Jill and Irene. By Tuesday, if the DCI in Kenya suspect foul play and they find Roy, the three of you mutaingia ndani. Mutaingia ndani, because I am so sick and tired of all this nonsense. Like, when does it end? When do you get tired? Hamchoki? Like, what do you gain with all this drama? Hii drama ni ya nini? Unaona? Because the police will find out who you are communicating with. The phone records are clear. It will be out. Walikuja hapa the other time wakasema to watch dogati. Ati simu ya Roy ako na simu yake. Roy doesn't even have his phone. His phone was taken by the DCI. Okay. Wakakuja wakapost ati Roy hawezi akaenda kotini, ati there is no court, ati utasimama na Roy. So now they realize there is a court for sure, and they know that wakifika kotini kutakuwa, he has to take a plea and he'll either be bonded, and they know what that is. Kwa wenye wamefika kotini mnajua what a bonding is.
Yeah. Actually it will automatically go higher than the initial cash bail.
wacha nisiongee mingi because like this issue is upsetting me a lot. I don't want to talk much.
No, but that is Roy anafaa kujua if these people can organize wakiwa huko and they order body organs of people here and people are being slaughtered left, right and center. He should know that game he's playing. I wouldn't choose a stranger over my family. Never. Hata ni area angetumika kuhurt dem mwingine. Lakini your own sister. Wewe kwani makamazi imejaa kwa akili aje? Mimi nikikutana na Ronda mpiga kofi. I will look for him and if I find him, please, that will be my pay. Nitamlima kofi.
But TW, sometimes we might not be very certain of what might happen. Maybe Roy is just being manipulated. We don't know. We might not know exactly what is happening, who might be behind this. And again, we cannot rule out the fact that maybe, just maybe, something serious happened to him. Because Ojoa Levy, we know what happened. Probably to Amenda Kalewa, shit happened. Maybe we saw like what happened with, and the rest. So we cannot rule out some of those possibilities. We cannot rule out all these.
Let me tell you something, Berry Black. Yes. Berry, let me tell you. We are not ruling out that something bad could have happened to him. It's very possible that something bad could have happened to him. But what I'm saying clearly, that the synopsis of everything, they are questionable things that have happened. You understand?
Absolutely.
That is what I'm trying to say. That there is something very clear here that somebody is obviously trying to avoid. You understand? Because the court records are there. It's yes. So hakuna ati hiyo hatuwezi tukarule out.
So there is a motive here. There is a possible motive.
Yes, there is a motive. There is a motive behind all that is happening. Whether something bad has happened to him or not, there is something behind his disappearance. Unasikia?
There is a possibility.
But now there are TikTokers wenye wanaingililia na wana take advantage of this situation, not knowing that they think they are hurting Diana, but it's going to cost the family. Unajua how wameingililia because Diana, it is a time for them.
Diana, if you look at it, Diana, I'll tell you something again, and this is where now I come in strongly. Okay, I happen to be a risk analyst. Okay, in my job, that's what I do here. Now, from where I'm seated, I look at things the negative way for me to see the positive aspect of everything. Now, in all this, remember the number of enemies you have on TikTok. And a good number of them are powerful in their own ways here and there. What if someone decides to take advantage of this situation and goes ahead to do the worst to Roy wherever he might be? He might be safe wherever he is right now. We don't know about tomorrow. We don't know about, next night, this night. We don't know about tonight. We don't know about the next 2 days. Someone decides, oh, now let me harm Diana by this because I'm certain this will hit on Diana negatively. And someone goes ahead to murder Roy. Okay, God forbid. That may not happen. These are some of the possibilities I'm looking at. Someone might use this just to get back at you, just to make sure that now it comes out clear that, yes, because the narrative being sold that Diana, is the one responsible for. That's what is being sold. That's what everyone is trying to peddle that. Diana is the one who is responsible for this. What if someone takes advantage and decides to do the worst to Roy? Then,
And Berry Black, let me tell you, it's already on course. That is why there is some people here who are talking so much. Umesikia? It is already on course. Too little, too late. You've spoken too late. It is already on course. That is why there is a certain individual here mwenye anaongea too much. Anasema vile, oh, Diana ako evil. Diana will not stop until someone dies. That is a person's projecting. Unasikia? Do you know that? And the problem with people who are involved in this, they are so foolish, they talk too much. Unaona? Anakuja anasema, oh, Diana haezi kustop mpaka mtu akufe. Why would you say that? What is it that you have
That's
to
an unfortunate statement.
that kind of statement? Yeah. Why would anybody come on TikTok platform and say, Diana will not stop until somebody dies? Has she ever seen me kill somebody? Amewahi ona?
And remember, people are
kuniona nimeua mtu.
And remember, the Chira's 8 million is still fresh on people's mind.
Remember the same individual was the one that came here and claimed that there will be nobody that Diana Ross can take to court again. Nataka mkumbuke hiyo kitu, and you understand what I'm saying. That same individual started this case by saying, number one, remember, vile Roy alishikwa, this same individual was the first person kufungua platform wakifanyisha mchango na kutoa Roy. Number one.
Are we talking
number
about
two,
Lady Jacqueline? Because I heard those statements.
yes.
I heard that statement from Lady Jacqueline.
Yes.
Yeah, we just need to be very, very brave and mention. In the event that something happens, we know people we can...
Skia Berry Black, the same individual is the one who wanted to give Roy employment kwa boma yake. Umesikia? Number three, okay. The same individual ndiye alikuja kusema ati there's something they have done and Diana Ross can never take anybody to court again. Unanielewa? And when that individual talked like that, immediately posta ikatoka huko ati Tuesday tutaonana Tuesday, nothing is gonna happen on Tuesday. I want you to follow the way these people have been operating. Unasikia? So that you connect the dots.
And I'll just bring in something. Let me just throw in something.
This individual is the mouthpiece of the action. Umesikia? Ana pretend to be the advocate.
Yes.
Unasikia? Yeah.
Let me throw in something in between your statement. Okay, remember the same individual is now retiring back home, and still, you know, the 8 million, the Chira's 8 million is still fresh in our minds. Okay, so there's a possibility of, based on the reckless initial statements, the possibility of, you know, whatever had been planned not going on so well. Then there's a bigger mboka here that, hey, how about we just eliminate him? Okay, we'll make him.
Let me tell you something, Berry Black, you don't know. Nimekwambia watu wa TikTok wanaongea tu because they still don't know the details. When the details will come out, you people will be shocked. This same individual, let me tell you, this same individual had the audacity, the oomph of contacting the same Roy on the 5th. Unasikia?
Yes.
Then this individual akakuja tena kukuja kusema ya kwamba ati you guys, Diana Ross left TikTok when? Can you guys tell me which day Diana Ross left TikTok? I want you guys.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.